Yo, we in the game talking number stakes high. Knowledge and skill like a bird we fly. Analyzing stats, we don't just guess. Betting on the win, you know we're blessed. Just the bet slips, we keep it real. Breaking down the odds, you know the deal. Just the bet slips, we're making plays. Informed decisions, we light up the ways. Chasing that victory, hit the big score. Join the community, we're here for more. Rolling with the punches, we look for the signs. Parlays and props, counting all the coins. Every podcast episode, we bring the heat. Strategies laid out, can't accept defeat. Tune into the wisdom, hear our call. In this betting world, we'll never fall. Just the bet slips, we're making plays. Informed decisions, we light up the ways. Chasing that victory, hit the big score. Join the community, we're here for more. On this gambling journey, we ride the bet. With just the bet slips, you ain't seen nothing yet.
What is going on to us, the Bet Slips family? It is Professor Parlay with Poolside Pat. Not sure if anybody else is going to jump in, but we have figured we come on, give you a show. If not, we've got plenty for you anyway. And like yesterday, PD King didn't show up, which means he's going to have to deal with my PD of the day, and that's on It's already hurt his records yesterday because Strider didn't get his 6 strikeouts, even though the Braves won. So his records are dropping every day he doesn't show up.
Oh, that was yours. That was yours. I didn't realize that.
And I put another one in today. But what's going on? I feel like we haven't seen you in a few days since the hospital visit. So how you doing?
Yeah, good, man. Everything's getting back to normal. Just got a dog, as you can see. Just trying to eat better, just trying to be healthier, and so far so good. Obviously, just need to continue on that and drink water. People drink water. Definitely do that. Eat. Try and eat well. You can have your cheat meals. You could do this, that, the other thing, but just eat in general. Something I struggled to do. And but no, I'm feeling good. And I'm in my apartment. Went to work the last couple of days. Feeling good, man. Feeling good. Ready to. I mean, my record isn't feeling good, but I'm feeling good. So, well, whatever.
You'll see soon that there is a new king of the units as well. Somebody a couple of days ago had a pretty monster day, so they have surpassed me by 1 unit, I believe it is. But we'll go ahead and get into the thing that keeps us from getting sued before we get started, which is the disclaimer. Number one, we are not professional gamblers. This show is for fun and entertainment purposes only. If you watch us long enough, you will understand that is true. Number two, please gamble responsibly and at your own risk. Do not gamble more than you can afford, and only bet what you can afford to lose. To me, this is the most important one. I know me and Pat both have set our limits. We set an amount we can spend each month, and we stay within that limit, which is what keeps us from getting in trouble. But gambling can be addictive, so please seek help if you need it. If you do run into trouble, if you start betting money you don't have, going beyond your limits, call 1-800-GAMBLER. They will get you the help you need. And even if there's another local organization, they can get you to the people you need to get to. So again, we're not professional gamblers. Please gamble responsibly and at your own risk. And gambling can be addictive, so please seek help if you need it, calling 1-800-GAMBLER. We are not affiliated with any specific sports book. We are affiliated with our main sponsor since day one, which is Nevin Eyewear. We all have them. We love them. They are polarized. If you go to X in our link tree, you can use our link and it will give you 30% off of one pair. I've always said if you are going to buy the prescription sunglasses, which they do sell, use the 30% off because they're more expensive. That will probably save you the most money. But if you're just getting regular sunglasses, use the buy one, get 2 free. You end up getting 3 pair with just under $90. And you're going to get free shipping, anything over $50. So either deal you do, you'll probably end up getting the free shipping. If you catch them at the right time, sometimes they give a free gift as well. Don't know if they're running that right now, but sometimes that is a thing. And I will tell you that, and Poolside Pat just dropped the link for you all in the chat. So you can click on that if you're interested in them just in time for summer. Like I said, they're polarized. If they get lost, damaged, scratched, you go on the boat, they fall in the ocean, you could fill out a claim. They will replace them for free. I still haven't placed my new order yet, but I'm going to be placing another order shortly. We'll be getting these Bret Harts on the bottom right. I know Poolside Pat's got some more coming that he ordered. So we all got more coming. So I would go ahead, click that link, get them in time for summer. You'll love them. We've loved them ever since we've gotten them. Did say we are not affiliated with a specific sport book. It's close to a sports book now, though. They do have a lot of things that are sports book like. But the biggest thing that they've done is their challenge system. Their challenge system is what we've been talking about since day one. Essentially, the way it works is you buy a package ranging from $30 all the way up to $500, depending on what bankroll you want to go for. If you use our code JTBS, you'll get 10% off any and all packages, no matter how many you buy. Essentially, the way it works, if you buy that $30 package, 27 with our code, you will get a $1,000 bankroll. And it's a challenge system where you have to complete 2 challenges. The first challenge is to get 10% profit before getting to 10% losses. So getting your bankroll to 1,100 before getting it to 900. Challenge 2, once that one is complete, would be to get 15% profit before getting to 10% losses. If you can complete challenge 2, you move on to the funded stage where you can cash out up to 70% of your profit. It is not an easy task to do by any means, but if you make safe bets like this every day and you do stay within your means and it's something that you can turn a very small bankroll into a large bankroll, but turning $30 into a $1,000 bankroll shouldn't be easy. There are many other rules, regulations, stipulations. I would check out playvo.com. Check out their 2-minute YouTube video. It will explain a lot more. There are some minimums, I think, for each challenge and things of that nature. If you don't like the 2-challenge system, they do now offer a 1-challenge system, which is known as the Blitz system. And that is the same price per package. The only difference is instead of 2 challenges, it's 1. You have to get to 25% profit before getting to 10% losses. If you do that, then you have completed and moved on to the funding stage. So there are many options for you. Check out that and their new sports book like atmosphere that they have going.
If they also have a 50% off, I just saw, for Blitz packages right now.
All right, I might go and get me a Blitz package, to be honest, because I've been wanting to try it again. But if you're looking for a best bet of the day, I'm going with JJ Bleday, 2+ hits, runs, RBIs. It was at 105 plus 105. I boosted it to 126. This man has been on fire. He has 28 hits, runs, and RBIs over his last 5-game hitting streak. He's averaging over 5 hits, runs, and RBIs over that 5-game hitting streak. He's hit 2 home runs in that time. He's just this guy is funny because not long ago when I look at my stats for the long ball on Fanatics, JJ Bleday popped up as like one of the most likely to hit a home run. I was like, JJ Bleday, are you serious? And then that day he actually hit a home run, and PD King had bet him, and we laughed about it. He didn't hit the longest, but he hit one, and after that he hit like 2 more than that week, and he's doing the same thing this week. He has been on fire. So I'm thinking JJ Bleday, 2+ hits, runs, RBIs at plus 126. We hit yesterday the best bet with Bazana to get a hit at minus 105. That kid has been great as well. So I almost ran him back today because I feel good about him today too. But I really like JJ Bleday and what he's doing. So we're gonna rock with that.
I looked at him. I almost picked him up in fantasy today. I still might, but because he's been tearing the cover off the ball, and I was seeing too. He one of his big bugaboos has always been chasing balls out of the zone. I guess he's doing that a lot less this season. So he's getting his pitch and he's not missing, at least recently. Yeah,
it's awesome. It's been fun to see. So hopefully he continues on that path, and we hit another best bet. We are up 2.53 units, so we're staying up this month, which is great.
Nice. What would that equivalent be for for the for the challenges,
so you would you're trying to get to 10%. So essentially you're saying you're up, you would be a fourth of the way to completing challenge 1 essentially.
Okay. And how out of how many bets is that? I mean, I guess you do it every day.
It also depends if you're betting the same amount every day. Like if you were betting $20 every day on the best bet, then you would be on it. Now, if you bet bigger on the days you hit, obviously you could already be there. It just depends on how you bet it. But I always bet the same amount every day on there. Regardless, I bet 25 no matter what. Because the best bet I expect to hit this on a 70 to 75% clip. So if I do that, then I want to be betting bigger to make these even money bets work. In that case, you can hit a 3 or 4 day, 3 or 4 days in a row, like we started the month, then you'll be able to complete the 10% pretty quickly. And then you just have to kind of maintain until you hit that minimum amount of picks. But
it's just nice to see like how the units correlate to if somebody in the challenge, theoretically they could be up, like you said.
Yeah, I mean, you could technically already complete it even only up 2.5 units if you're betting it. If you were betting if you were betting $50 a bet, then you'd be up 14% right now. It just kind of depends on how you're and what you're comfortable doing. Like I said, I like to do the 25 because that gives you 4. You'd have to lose 4 in a row to be to get kicked out of the system, and doing the best bet, that doesn't happen very often. So you stay alive and you're just hoping to hit a 3 or 4 day winning streak to kind of get there.
And it also depends on the odds of the bet that you get too.
Obviously. Right, 100%. Yeah. So there's days where I do minus 130, and then there's days where I get plus 160. It just kind of depends on what I feel what I feel is the best bet that day. If you're doing all plus money, then it'll get there quicker as well too. So I try to get it as close to plus money as possible, if not plus money. But sometimes the best bet is just too easy to take, and even if it's minus money. So those are the days you'll see me put minus money. If I'm pretty confident in the ones that are minus money because I wouldn't put them on here otherwise. This one, even though it's plus money, I'm pretty confident in this one. Like I said, this guy's been on fire, and we just expect him to keep doing what he's been doing. But that being said, I think we have the marquee matchup next.
All righty, let's do it. Look, people are probably going to get on me, and rightfully so. And it's not just because the marquee matchup has been struggling so far this month. Granted, I did miss a couple more shows than I usually do so far this month. But I say I'm going to get not dragged would be the wrong word, but rightfully so. There's a lot of good pitching matchups today. Okay, let me just preface this, and I may add more. I was just looking at the I think I have 3 total, including the marquee matchup, and I may add more because I am looking at some of the games. But the fact of the matter is that a lot of these you're going to have to either bump up these guys to a number that you might not feel comfortable with, or you're going to bring a guy down to the point where it might not be worth it, if that makes sense. So I ended up going with, I believe, and I just want to double check. Yep, 1, 2. Yep, the 3 that I picked, all 3 of these matchups, their over-unders are set at 5.5 strikeouts. Okay? And the marquee matchup is 6. It's kind of a test, and I understand that Vegas sets these lines for a reason. And, to hit, 6 total pitchers to hit all 6 of them to hit their overs, probably not necessarily likely. But like I said, kind of running a little bit of a test here. They were the ones that odds-wise made more sense to me. So, you know what? I know we got Walker Buehler and Logan Gilbert going at it. There was another one I just saw that was like, oh man, why didn't I do that? But again, it's because you either have to bring one guy up a lot, like DeGrom's pitching today, Sandy Alcantara, Bubba Chandler, and Chris Sanchez. I get it. But I'm going for today's a test, and we'll see. Even if I lose all 3 of them, but 3 out of the 6 pitchers hit, I think that would be a success, even though I would lose the units. That being said, the marquee matchup today is between a marquee pitcher. By the way, I got duped. I got completely duped. What I saw was a mock trade of Jose Soriano to the Phillies, and for some reason, the way it was worded, I just believed that it was true that he got traded there. So that's on me. Hand up. Been a long week or so, but he is in fact still an Angel, and he is very much in the conversation for Cy Young. Whether or not he goes to the Phillies or not. He's hit this in 6 out of his 9 starts this year. He is well on his way to being, like I said, he is a bona fide, kind of come out of nowhere Cy Young candidate. And against this Dodgers lineup, which we've talked about, a lot, that can strike out, and he is a strikeout pitcher against this team. 31 plate appearances. He is a 29% K percentage. And like I said, he's hit this in 6 out of his 9 starts this year. I like Jose Soriano to get 6 at home against the Dodgers. By the way, I like this. This is like one of the fun weeks of the year because it's like the crosstown rivals facing each other. I don't know. I mean, I guess the Braves and Red Sox isn't really that, but it's a lot of like the Cubs, White Sox, Cardinals, Royals, the Texas series, Ohio series, like the Florida series. Yeah. Why is it? I wonder why it's Red Sox. I guess they don't. I guess Georgia and Georgia and Massachusetts only have one team, so they just by default go against each other. I don't know. Are they rivals? You would know better than me.
I mean, not really. Other than they're probably the two teams that two groups that hate the Yankees the most.
I mean, sure.
That's pretty much the only thing they got in common.
Yeah, because the only ones that don't have like Detroit and Toronto, that kind of makes sense. Michigan's kind of close to Canada. Diamondbacks and Rockies doesn't make much sense, but AL West foes. And then everything else is in-state games, which is pretty cool.
Right. Yeah.
And then on the other side is a guy who the way that all 3 of my marquee matches work today is there's one very solid arm that you would expect to get 6 strikeouts, and then there's one that's you're going to sweat. Just saying. And it'd be poetic if the 3 guys that I think are going to get 6 don't get 6, and 3 guys that I don't think are going to get 6 get 6. But this is, I believe you've attempted to say this guy's name before. Justin Robleski. Cool.
Yeah.
I thought it was harder than that. I think I remember you fumbling that once.
Probably.
People are going to say, oh, who's this Robleski dude? And only 2 of his 2 of his 7 starts, he has done this. But he has done that in his last 2 starts, respectively. So
not to mention he's facing a team that's last in strikeouts. They're ranked 30th with the most strikeouts in all of baseball, so that helps.
Exactly. Thank you, my friend. And that is why. And I like this. I like them all. I like all my marquee matchups, but and this won't get me into the green for the month, but it would certainly help get to that goal. So give me Mr. Soriano and Mr. Robleski to get 6 strikeouts today in the battle for Los Angeles.
It's funny because I told you I did a PD for PD King. I was going to do a marquee matchup yesterday. I didn't like any of them yesterday. I looked through and I couldn't even make one work yesterday, so I ended up not doing one. Today I put in one that's kind of like yours, where one's going to hit, the other one you're going to sweat. I went with Sanchez and Chandler. Chandler, you're going to sweat. He's only hit it once, but the Phillies do strike out, and you're getting it at 320. So that 325. So that's the one.
Sanchez is over 7.5.
Yeah, so it makes sense. Like I said, you're bringing Sanchez down. You're bringing Chandler up probably too, because he's more of a 4 strikeout pitcher. But I think against the Phillies, he can get there as long as he doesn't get killed early. Then he should be able to get there. But I do like this one. This one's a lot more likely to hit for sure. Robleski can get 6, and Soriano is kind of an automatic 6. So.
I love it. Yeah, I did hit one of my. So I did put in some bets yesterday, but our guys Schlittler and Holmes that hit. Shout out to Schlittler.
Well, I said PD King wasn't here, so I'm forcing a PD today. I am rocking with Bryce Elder 5+ strikeouts and Braves money line at +165. I don't know what has clicked, but Elder has found something. He has 17 strikeouts in his last 2 starts. He's hit 5+ strikeouts in like 75 to 80% of his starts, and he's winning games, and he's doing it against good teams. Like he had 8 strikeouts against the Dodgers. Like he's pitching very, very, very good all of a sudden. And the Braves have won every series but one to start this season. They have won 12 of the 13 series they've played. If they win today, that'll be 13 of 14 against the Red Sox, who are struggling mightily. Last night, the Red Sox had a chance to steal one. They went to extra innings, and then Yastrzemski had a walk-off double to win that game in the bottom of the 10th. I think that was their one shot to try to pick up a win. I think the Braves sweep this series, and we continue that today with Elder and the Braves money line at plus 165. I think it just actually went up to plus 170. So I actually feel good about this one. I'm not. Yesterday we missed because of Strider strikeouts, and only because they pulled him in the 6th inning. He gave up a leadoff double. They leave him in. He strikes the next guy out. He's going to face a guy who's got batting 172, and some reason they pulled him, and he's only at 80-something pitches. I don't know why I guess they wanted a lefty-lefty matchup, which to me sometimes they overdo that, because if you have somebody like Strider pitching against a guy who's not hitting, who cares if he's got a slight advantage? Like, I feel like you let him finish that inning, and they bring in the reliever. The reliever immediately gives up a hit and gives up a run, which is why I ended up going to extra innings. I think there was a little bit of poor coaching in that instance, to be honest with you. But hopefully, we won't have to sweat it. Elders will fly through this 5Ks, and the Braves money line will hit. I think they're probably going to put up 5 or 6 runs minimum today, so I think they went easier today than they did yesterday.
It's Buehler. That's the Buehler, and right, yeah. Is he on the Red Sox? Yeah, it's Walker Buehler. Yeah. Oh no, he's on the Padres. Who is it's Peyton Toll.
Yeah, Peyton Toll. Yeah, so I think they'll be able to get to him a little bit better. I think they'll score more today. They're averaging 5.5 runs a game. So usually if they have a down day where they only score 3, like yesterday, the next day they score 7, 8, or 9 runs. So I think today could be that day. And if it is, then we should easily cruise to this plus 165.
Love it. And you know what, PD King, you want your segment back? Get on the stupid show. Well, it's not a stupid show. Get on the show. But
I'm hoping he's okay, because I haven't heard from him since yesterday. So
yes, in all seriousness,
I'm guessing he's just busy with the family. He may even be out, and I'm not sure. I know he's got.
For all we know, he's going to pop in and troll us and troll me in the chat. So we know that's his favorite pastime.
Yeah, it's very possible. We will move on to the next segment, which is the most inclusive club in all of sports gambling, which is the 750 Club. We are still up, only 1.8 units, but we are up. We hit the one for plus 980 a few days ago, which has gotten us into the green for now. I'm hoping to ride this back. I've got a hits, runs, RBIs parlay that I really like. You're going to see a common theme on this one. All 4 of these guys are on a hitting streak. All 4 of these guys have averaged 3+ hits, runs, and RBIs over that hitting streak. So I'm going to start off with Bobby Witt Jr., who is absolutely on tear. He actually has a higher the last 3 or 4 years last 2 years when Aaron Judge has won MVP, the biggest stat line that he has had is his WAR is the highest of everybody. Bobby Witt Jr. is now leading in WAR over top of Aaron Judge. And it's actually not even close right now. He's at like 2.5, where Judge is at like 2. He's been killing it. He's on an 8-game hitting streak with 27 hits, runs, RBIs. He's averaging over 3 hits, runs, RBIs over that 8-game hitting streak. Sam Basallo for the Orioles, 2+ hits, runs, and RBIs. He's on an 8-game hitting streak with 24 hits, runs, RBIs, averaging 3 hits, runs, and RBIs over that 8-game hitting streak. Spencer Steer, who we had yesterday in our hit parlay, who did hit again, is on a 6-game hitting streak with 22 hits, runs, RBIs, averaging almost 4 hits, runs, and RBIs over the 6-game hitting streak. And then lastly, we're going with Miguel Vargas on a 7-game hitting streak with 21 hits, runs, and RBIs, which is an average of 3 per game. All of these guys averaging 3 or more. All of these guys on a 6-game hitting streak or more. We just need them to do what they've been doing every day for the last week. And if they do it, we're going to hit a plus 823. So that's what we are going with today. And hopefully we can get us to like 10 units up, and then we'll be good for the month.
I can speak. The only one I can really speak on. Wow, I can't talk. Is Bobby Witt Jr. It wasn't enough to get the Royals to win yesterday, but it was a close game. Went into extra innings. He's dangerous in a lot of ways. He's one of those guys that a single can easily be a double, whether it's literally legging it out or just gets on first and steals second. And then a base hit knocks him in. He is like the epitome of hit a double and the next guy, or one of the next two guys knocks him in with a base hit. He's just that. This can hit in the first. He might be. I don't know. That'd be way too hard for this out, but he may lead the league in first inning 2+ hit runs RBIs.
It's possible.
There's a chance. Yeah. If I had to take a guess, it would be him or Judge, I guess. But that's neither here nor there.
I mean, Judge maybe just because of his home runs in the first inning, but like
Schwarber now. Schwarber's
Schwarber is on a home run tear right now. It's kind of wild, to be honest with you. You knew that eventually these guys like Schwarber and Judge are going to wake up, and when they do, it's going to be Nick Kurtz is starting to wake up. He's got like 3 home runs in his last 4 games. Like some of these guys who were doing it last year are going to get there. They started slow. You know, Shohei's starting slow. He hit one the other night. He's going to get there. I know he's focused on the pitching, but his bat will come along. Like the one we worry about the most is Kyle Raleigh. That dude is broken. He's like 2 for his last 44 or something. Something's going on there. And now he's dinged up and hurt. So like,
yeah, he's on the.
He's the one of all of them you worry about. I bet this crazy home run parlay before the season started, and he might be the one that cost me. And that's like a plus 3,000, but we're going to hope that he finds it somewhere around the All-Star break, which is very possible. But other than that, I really feel good. I feel good about that. I mean, I feel good about them every day when I bet them because I try to put ones I feel good about. This one I feel a little bit better about because, like I said, these guys have been doing this day in and day out for over a week now. So why not us today?
Why not?
Why not?
You're up on all here. You're just killing it right now, man. Good for you.
I started the month really hot, which has helped me kind of sustain throughout the month. I think all we have left is our tabletops. So it's time to get ready because it is green, it is soft, it is plushy. It is the tabletop. I got me up first. And you see there's a cards parlay on here. I told you I would do it this month. And since it was just me and you on here, I'm going to start with the cards parlay instead of going to the other on here. I did put this on for Pat today because I told him I would do it. I've got Alec Wilson, 2+ hits, runs, and RBIs. He's hit this in 5 of his last 7 games. He's at batting average is 276 with 31 RBIs. He's tied for 10th in the league in RBIs. Jordan Walker, 2+ hits, runs, and RBIs. He's hit this in 5 of his last 6. Has 34 RBIs. He's tied for 6th, batting 303. Both of these guys have been hitting the cover off the ball all season long. Walker had a little bit of blip, but now he's back. He's starting to hit home runs every day like he was in the beginning of the season. And then I'm taking cards plus 1.5. Look, they keep games close, and this young team is finding ways to win. Like, they have a lot of heart. They had a game where I thought they were going to lose last night in extras. They came back to win that in extras. They won 5-4 in back-to-back days, and if you're giving me 1.5 runs, I feel good about it. Yeah. I know that Kansas City – we just talked about Bobby Witt. Kansas City is a team that, even with Bobby Witt doing what he's doing, they're still kind of teetering on mediocrity. So, like, they find ways to lose games, whereas the Cards find ways to win games. So I'm going to ride the Cards, which would have, 26 wins, which is shocking. They're 26-18, which is wild. I don't think anybody would be at that point this early in the season. I know that Poolside Pat was not having a lot of expectations to start the season, but now they're starting to grow, and now that he's so close to the stadium, he is beside himself. But we're gonna rock that, and I got that at plus 235. Feel pretty good about that. Then I'll go back to my strikeout parlay. I kind of already talked about Bryce Elder. I got him for 5 strikeouts. Bryce Elder has hit 5 strikeouts in 5 of his last 6. He's got 8 and 9 in his last 2 starts. He's really starting to find it. Chris Sanchez, 6+ starts. This is actually moving him down. He's tied for 4th in strikeouts with 67 strikeouts this year. He's hit this in 8 of the 9 starts he's pitched in. He's only missed this once, and I think he had 5 strikeouts on the one he missed it. Jose Soriano, 6+ strikeouts. He's tied for 8th in strikeouts this year. He has 6+ in 5 of his last 7, and I got this at plus 260. Then I have a hit parlay. The one regret I have from yesterday was I was looking at long balls yesterday, and I originally had wrote down Marcell Ozuna for a home run. Didn't bet him, and he hit it 438 yesterday. I was very angry with myself. But we're gonna rock him for a hit today. He's 5 for 13, batting 429 versus Sanchez lifetime. He finds a way somehow to get hits versus him. He just hit a home run, like I said last night. I think it was in the first or second inning early on. I think he'll easily get a hit today. Drake Baldwin 1+ hit. He's on a 6-game hitting streak. He's batting over 304. He's having a very, very good year. And then Willie Adames 1+ hit, who is 6 for 15 lifetime. Against the pitcher he's facing today. So all of these guys are in good matchups. They should be able to get a hit today at plus 225. And then obviously I keep my best bet on my sheets every day with JJ Bleday, 2+ hits, runs, and RBIs at plus 126.
You keep that best bet strapped.
That's right. Some days it saves me. That's for sure.
No, I mean biased. Bias is no, not biased side. I like the cards parlay, and you'll see why I like I like 2/3, but I'm not betting. I still will not bet the Cardinals money line, despite how much I'm enjoying them. I made a decree. Decrees are if a man makes a decree, he's gonna stick with it.
That's why I took the run line instead of the money line, so you could bet it if you wanted to.
Well, I mean, I'm going to bet it. But I actually just did because you'll see in a second why. I just did your first one, but I bumped Elder to 6.
That makes sense.
Got that a little bit better odds. I my position on hit parlays, but you made a good argument for it. But I still would go in order: cards, parlay 1, and then parlay 2, just because hits are so volatile. Even though you got it at a good price and you had the stats to back it up.
I'm betting on them every day. I'm about 50-50 on them, hitting them every day. Like you said, they are volatile, and I have ended a lot of guys hitting streaks by betting them. I'm not going to lie to you. Yeah. Vargas had like a 25-game hitting streak. I bet him. He ended it. Like everybody who's been at the top. That's why I've started betting some of these guys that are like in the 5-6 range. I feel like they're kind of just getting started on their hit streak. So you're trying to ride the wave early instead of hitting somebody who's got a long hitting streak.
That's a good call. Yeah, I like that. Yeah. What I do for like fantasy is I'll do you look at like the guy's last 7 games.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you go too far, like last 14, it's like, well, it's baseball. There's guys that are due to do well, and there's guys that are due to start regressing, like the Cal Raleigh, who we've seen regress. Yeah. I mean, once he gets back from injury, you would say you bet him until he hits a home run. But I mean, that's just baseball. And strikeouts are volatile too. I mean, a guy could come out and throw a stinker, or like I have a guy who you wouldn't imagine, almost threw a complete game with a crap load of strikeouts. Like, it's really, you never know.
Yeah, I mean, some days the guys just don't have that strikeout pitch, and they get a lot of ground outs. They still pitch great. They just don't get the strikeouts. It just happens sometimes. I mean, it's baseball. Yeah. And sometimes you have a team that's just hitting good, and regardless of who's pitching and how good they are, it doesn't work out. But all we can go off of is, like you said, the most recent stats we have in the last 3-4 starts. That's kind of what for pitchers. I try to not to go back too far unless they just hit it every time. Kind of like this is 8 of 9, but I feel that's why I went 5 for Elder. I wanted to play it safe. I went 6 for everybody yesterday instead of taking Strider for 5, and it cost me yesterday. So I went ahead and played it safe today, which is the only reason I didn't do 6 for all.
And then Aaron Nola just stinks.
Yeah, well,
I don't know what's the guy, but. Not to throw salt into the PD King's wound. Hopefully he's doing good, but he does stink. Well, he was the one who said it anyway. So
yeah. Well, I mean that game was wild, by the way. But
11-9 or something. I mean, the Phillies won.
Yeah, Phillies came back from down 8-3 to win 11-9 in extras. It was wild. Yeah. But that being said, we'll go to your tabletop, which is the last show, unless one of the other guys show up.
Yeah, I mean, late show today. I got a lot of work to do if I want to even start sniffing the green. And this is hopefully the start that I need. Obviously, the marquee matchup, like your best bet, like PD King's PD of the day, always goes on my sheet, which I like. It's my favorite one out of them. I had said it before, I'll say it again, and I will point out the guys that you're going to sweat for my other marquees here. Peyton Toll, he's the guy you sweat. I think he's capable of it, but he's done it in 50% of his games this year. But he's the guy that you especially against a very, very, very good Braves team, certainly a sweat. But again, it would not shock me to see Elder get 5 and Toll get 6, and then the Braves still win, because that's just how it goes sometimes. But as I said, I bumped Elder up to 6. I just think his last 2, he's got, like you said, 17 in his last 2, 8 and 9 respectively, and he's done this 5 out of 8 starts this season. Second one, if you're not familiar with Davis Martin, get familiar, because he, even though he's a White Sox, is 100% in line for and going to get Cy Young votes. In fact, I would like to check out the AL Cy Young voting right now really quick. Give me a second here. Because I don't know if I could bet. Oh, yeah, I can. Futures. Awards. Wow, I'm surprised he's not even up there. So maybe I'm wrong. He's only 60-1. I would smash that. Schlittler, our guy Schlittler's currently the leading guy. But, I mean, Davis Martin, he's hit this 6 out of 8 starts. He's got a 1.62 ERA. He's 5-1 for the White Sox. I mean, his last 2, he's got 19 strikeouts, 9 and 10 respectively. And on the flip side, the guy that you're gonna sweat is Taillon. I literally wrote "uh-oh" next to his name, because he's not a strikeout guy. But that being said, his over/under was 5.5, and I took the over. So I'm towing the line with the marquee matchups today. We'll see what happens. And I actually did I'll say it for last call, because I did put in a strikeout. Cardinal. Literally, I'm running it back. I've been doing the same similar bet. Maybe I'll start tracking it. I basically have been doing JJ to get a hit, which he's probably. I mean, his average is not 500, obviously, but every 3 games he'll squeak in a hit, at least, if not more. A couple multi-hit games here and there. I mean, he's definitely up there for Rookie of the Year right now. Love the kid. And then Jordan Walker. Just want to read a quick stat for. Well, first of all, I'm going to do 2. I'm going to glaze Jordan Walker a little bit. He's currently on pace for 50 home runs. On pace is, I get it. It's baseball. It's a long season, but sometimes they're fun to look at. He's currently on pace for 50 home runs, 128 RBIs, 128 runs, 26 stolen bases, 188 hits, and has almost an 8 WAR. First of all, that would put him firmly in MVP status if he gets even close to those numbers. Second, I want to take a look more micro. In his last 15 games, he's 20 for 56, 357 average. He has 5 home runs, 15 RBIs. Did you just sneeze? No, I'm asking Rob.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my bad. I thought I heard. 4.29 OBP, a 7.32 slugging, and a 1.161 OPS. Basically translates to the man, as you said, is just on fire. And, he's been less streaky this year, but he is a guy who historically has been streaky. He seemingly has put everything together this year like we thought he might be able to. And like I said, he's been less streaky. He's hit like small slumps throughout the early part of the season. But for the most part, the dude is just raking. And I love him for 2 + 6 runs RBIs. I love the Cardinals today. And I've just been throwing in whatever starter at 4, because most of the time the Cardinals starters are right around over under 3.5, 4.5. So I think Leahy was 4.5, I want to say. So I took the under. I'm pretty sure. Don't quote me on that. Yeah. He was definitely 4.5. So give me that. And then he's very capable of 4. If he goes 4 innings, he's going to get 4. And I think he gets. Unless Bobby Witt has something to say about it, I think, or the pass squatch or whatever his name is. Unless they have something to say. Yeah, I think 4 is pretty easy. And then on the pucky side of things, no NBA today, obviously. Give me the Sabres. Give me the Sabres to, I believe, extend the series. I will confirm that. I think they're down. I think the Canadiens have 3 wins. Let me see. It's either 2-2 or – no, it's 3-2. So this would be for the Sabres to, I believe – I don't know. Do you know if hockey does – I mean, I know you're a new hockey fan, but do you know – shout out to your Golden Knights, by the way.
Yep.
Conference finals. I don't know if – I think that they do the same as basketball where if the Sabres win, then it goes back to Buffalo for Game 7. I'm pretty sure.
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Yeah. So this would be to send this back. I know the Rogers Center is going to be absolutely rocking, but give me the Sabres to win it on the road, and let's get a Game 7. Best 2 words in sports, Game 7. So give me the Sabres. Obviously, they're the underdogs. They're on the road. This has been a back and forth series. The Rogers Center is going to be, I believe it's the Bell Center. The Rogers Center is Toronto Blue Jays. But whatever the hell the Canadians play is going to be rocking, but I like the Sabres to go in there and shut them up. So that's my pucky pick of the day. I've been pretty good in pucky for the last 2 months. So take it or leave it. That's what I got.
All right. The Golden Knights. I didn't put it on the show, but I did make a bet the other night. I had Eichel for 3+ shots on goal and the Golden Knights money line, and they were plus money, so I got that like plus 250. I wish I had to put on the show because that hit. I felt pretty good about them closing it out in Game 6. They've been playing very good over the last like 2 or 3 games. And the crazy thing is, my bet is still alive where I bet them to win the Stanley Cup, but like the cash out is not. Even though they keep winning, the cash out's not going up. I don't understand it, but it doesn't matter. I'm riding it to the end, win or lose. I'm not cashing out regardless. It's just kind of odd to me that the cash out's not going up.
Oh, I got that on Fanatics. Yeah, I don't even know what it is. I haven't looked.
On to the last calls. My long ball of the day is Jose Altuve at plus 650. Ooh. He has 2 home runs lifetime versus DeGrom with a 933 slugging percentage, and the wind is blowing 15 miles an hour out of that stadium. If he gets a hold of one, he might be able to hit it pretty far, which could mean we can hit this long ball. Plus, at plus 650, he hits home run. I'm happy regardless, even if it's not the longest. And then we got the Preakness tonight, so I wouldn't be me if I didn't throw up at least a bet. I have a lot of bets, but I'm going to throw one out. Mainly that makes a good storyline. It's the one that is kind of like my Cinderella. I'm rooting for Great White, number 13, to win. He was in the Derby, literally about to go in the post, and he rolled over throwing his jockey and got scratched. He did not get hurt, but they wanted to take precaution, and he got scratched. He's the only horse that was meant to be in the field of the Kentucky Derby that is running in the Preakness. None of the other horses, including the horse that won, is running in the Preakness. I don't know if anybody's seen him. He's called Great White for a reason. He is enormous. He might be the largest horse to run in these races since Secretariat. Like this horse is gigantic. And he has a very good pedigree. He's 1,300 pounds, I believe, is what I saw. Like he's massive. You would have thought he was a Clydesdale, and he's white, which is part of the reason he's called the Great White. You're getting him at 7-1 odds. He's plus 700 to win this outright. So I have a bet on him to win. I also have several other bets. I have the exact all those bets. But I wanted to throw that one out there because I really feel like he has a chance at winning, and it would make for a great story to get scratched just before the Derby to come back to win the Preakness.
Well, I mean, I don't bet on the Preakness, but I had no idea about that, and that's a unit of a horse.
He's a massive. Like, regardless of betting on it, you should just look at a picture of that man. That horse is huge.
I love it. That's awesome. I thought you just called him that man.
I did.
It's just giant man. I love it. I do want to say though, and I wouldn't bet it anyway, but it is kind of a bummer that the Triple Crown gets taken off.
Yeah, I didn't like that. I didn't like that at all.
I mean, I do and I don't get it, but I actually heard it's not going to happen. But I heard a fun or just an idea in general that the Preakness, because it's the leg that a lot of the time is I believe who won the Derby. Tell me again. Golden Tempo, right? No, yeah. Golden Tempo won.
Yes. Sorry.
Oh.
Sorry, I was coughing.
No worries. He's going to race in the Belmont.
Yeah, 100%.
I heard of just a funny rumor that the Preakness will just move themselves up 2 weeks before the Derby to like force horses to race in it. But I don't know. It's a bummer when the Triple Crown gets, because that's just, there's a lot of like, awesome events in sports, the Masters, I don't know, you can list them off, but seeing a horse go for a Triple Crown is just one of those like everybody, even if not everybody, but vast majority of people stop what they're doing and at least are aware of that race when there's a Triple Crown on the line. So I don't know. That's just my quick little thoughts on horse racing.
I'm not gonna lie. Like, you would expect at least, even if not the winner doesn't run, because a lot of times they do skip the Preakness to get rest to run the Belmont, especially if they feel like their horse needs a little extra rest. And if they feel it's for the safety of the horse, sure, I understand it. But like, none of the other horses who ran in the Derby are running in this race, which is wild to me.
Crazy.
And the only one that was in the Derby got scratched, so he technically didn't run the Derby either. He was supposed to, and because he threw his jockey a roll, did a barrel roll before the race, they scratched him for safety concerns, but he ended up being fine. But yeah, I don't know. Like, I'm with you. I don't like the fact that the Derby, unless there was reason to be concerned and they didn't want to push it. I get that, but like, if you're just doing it because overabundance for no reason, I wish they would run them. But it's their horse. There's a lot of money on the line, so I get it. And they also are caring about the safety of the horse. So,
the money thing I get too. But it's like, yes, is the trainer and that horse specifically set up for life just by winning the Derby? Of course, but like, it's got to be tripled if they win a freaking Triple Crown.
Well, the horses were just his siring alone, if he wins a Triple Crown, is worth hundreds of millions.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, Kentucky Derby, yes, still going to make a lot of money, but just imagine slapping a Triple Crown, like, only happened however many times. It's like, whatever. I don't know. Neither here nor there. By the way, Great White, you mentioned biggest horse in Secretariat. One of the many horses that have double Secretariat roots in their lineage.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's Secretariat's in his lineage twice. So shout out to Great White.
That makes sense why he's so big.
Yeah, exactly. I had to, because I knew like the majority. I think we said it on the show. The majority of the horses had ties to Secretariat. So I was like, this Great White man is so big. Let's see why. That's got to be why. My long ball bet of the day. It's chalky. I don't care. It's Kyle Schwarber, $235, good price. Even because he's just been on a man on a mission, 20 home runs, which I believe I was trying to find the article, but I think he said, I don't know if it's not baseball history, but it's Phillies history for he set some kind of Phillies record, but which you would imagine. I mean, it's May 16th and he has 20 home runs, which is ridiculous. Just give me Kyle Schwarber. When he hits them, it goes a long way. And I know this would be sharing it with, you'd probably know better than me. Probably not too much of a bonus bet, but a bonus bet nonetheless.
You'll probably get, with Schwarber, the way he's hitting right now, you might get like $50 if you're lucky, if he hits the long ball.
I'll take it.
But
I've never won one. So.
Yeah, $50 to $50 if you hit it. Plus, you're going to get plus 235, so you'll get another like 15 on top of that.
Yeah, I don't hate it. I wanted to get on the action. Oh yeah,
speaking of that, on pace, Kyle Schwarber's on pace for 72 home runs.
That's crazy. He's not going to hit that.
No, he's not. Awesome. But speaking of on pace.
Oh yeah.
I saw that stat. I said, "Oh my God, that's wild.
Well, I mean, I think you can definitely pencil him in for 50. I think you could write in
50's a given. Yeah, 50's a given.
50 for sure. 60 is definitely in play. I just don't get me wrong. Barry Bonds is one of my favorite players of all time. That would be one of the more exciting things. Speaking of exciting things in sports, if somebody starts to sniff 7, I know the Judge broke Roger the real home run record. Get out of here. I don't care what you think about Bonds. He hit 73 freaking home runs in a season. So whatever. That's just my opinion. But if anybody ever even sniffs 70 again, first of all, that guy's getting drug tested like every other day. And second, that'd be amazing. I want to see that. Just let him do steroids.
If people want to see that broken, then Shohei will end up with the Yankees and playing in that Littlefield Stadium.
Or Schwarber.
Or Schwarber. Yeah, either one of those guys end up on the Yankees. They probably hit 80 in a season.
Yeah, exactly. Come on, baseball, make it happen. Rig
it. Speaking of rigging, you were talking about Soriano to the Phillies. That's not the only Angel. There's rumors of being traded. There is rumors that are flying everywhere about Mike Trout to the Braves.
I saw.
It's not just like one news outlet. There's like several. Because I ignore one.
Braves and Red Sox. I saw. Yeah, I saw those are Braves is the front runner, but
honestly, the Braves I don't think the Angels want to deal him, to be honest. But I think they need to learn from the Shohei, where they got nothing for him when they could have gotten something for him. No, they're not going to get for Trout what they could have gotten for Shohei, but you can still get a decent haul from the Braves. And the Braves have needed a left fielder forever. So, it would make a lot of sense for both these teams to do it. Sure, I'm biased because I'm a Braves fan, but Trout is at the highest he's been trade value in the last 3 or 4 years because he's finally back to hitting the way he normally does. His fielding has always been there. So, that would be a phenomenal for the Braves to pull that off. And they can afford to do it. And the Angels could actually get something for one of their superstars that they're going to be in last whether he's on the team or not. So, it would make sense for them to – they probably should deal Soriano and Trout, to be completely honest with you.
Yeah, the only thing that's stopping a Trout trade is that he loves LA and he has a no trade clause. But I don't know. I mean, I'm sure he could be convinced. But who knows?
He does, but he's an Eagles fan, and if he goes to Atlanta, he's a lot closer than he is right now.
Well, he doesn't have to worry about that because the Angels just never make the playoffs anyway. He's in a perfect situation.
That's fair. That's very fair. That's a good point.
He's making the playoffs. How's he going to get to the Eagles games? That'd be insane though. You know what? We're about to get into hot stove season when it comes to baseball. That's always fun. So shout out to getting got by trades. Oh wait, I had one more just quick.
You're good.
There, but I put it together during the show just because we were talking strikeouts. It's 5 guys to get 6 strikeouts. I like the Sanchez, so I dropped him down to 6 like you did. His normal, I think he's 7.5 today, so you drop him 2. To get plus money, it's 8, and drop him 2, it's like minus 3 something. I bumped up over the 6 like I have. Soriano 6, and then 2 guys who I had to drop at least one. Jacob deGrom, I dropped 2 to 6, and Logan Gilbert from 7 to 6. Got that boosted to 11. It was originally 965, boosted to 1159. Want that on my sheet.
Yep,
let's go.
As I teased, C Money has taken over King of the Units.
Whoa.
He hit a plus 910 and a plus 350 in the same day, which is why he's blown up the chart. He missed last night because of Strider not getting his strikeouts. Otherwise, he would have hit another plus 600 last night.
Wow, good for him.
Not very many bets, but they've been worthy of the units. So he is just narrowly past me now. What he knows this because we talked about it yesterday. On Wednesday, was it Wednesday? Whatever day that Jen did her golf bets, I had a last call that day of the highest South African, which was Poke Geyer. That guy is in 3rd place in the entire tournament right now. And he is the one of only 2 South Africans that even made the cut, and the other, or actually 3 made the cut. The other 2 are +3 and +4, where he's -3. He is like 6 and 7 shots ahead of everybody else, and that's a +340 if that comes through. So,
can you bet that?
Yeah, I bet it, and I put it on my last call on Wednesday. It was the last bet that I threw out there was the highest South African, which was Pogacar, and he was the second longest odds on the board, and he literally was leading the tournament after day one, and he's tied for third after day two, one shot back.
Isn't Brooks South African technically?
No, he is something else.
No. Huh. What a fun bet.
Well, I did it because Jen had some bets on hers that was like highest Brit and highest whatever. So I was like, let me go look at some crazy ones. And I saw the odds on the South Africans. I was like, Pogacar is really good. Why is he the second longest odds? I was like, let me throw money at him. So, yeah, he is, let's see. He's currently 3 under. The leader's at 4 under. I will tell you that Scotty Scheffler is 2 shots off the lead right now, and he has been in the top 10 in 6 straight majors. He's probably going to win this tournament. So you might want to bet him right now. I tell you what, I do have one more last call. I forgot that I made this bet last night. It's a golf bet. It's plus, I want to say 900, maybe 1,000. Hold on. So here's what's funny is my hit parlay yesterday, the first 2 guys got a hit. We were 1 at bat away from Devers. He needed to get a hit. They were offering me a cash out plus money. They were giving me I think I bet 5. They were offering me $650. So I took the cash out, not knowing if he was going to get a hit or not, and then took the $1.50 and bet it on WNBA. And then I turned that $1.50 at a plus 600, hit that for $750. So then I ended up making the money I would have made on the hitting parlay anyway. And then I turned around and bet this golf bet. With the profit from that, if my phone will ever load for something that's taken forever. I know that it was Scheffler top 5. It was Pogacar top 20. God, well, it will not load. Hold on. Oh, my Fanatics is taking forever. Maybe I need to disconnect for a while.
I'll just talk about I'll just mention that I'm minus 19.47. So.
Oh, here we go. All right. It's up now. It is. Here we go. It is a 5-legger. So it is Pogacar to get top 20, Scotty Scheffler top 5, Maverick McNeely top 10, Alex Smalley top 10, and Hideki Matsuyama top 20, plus 13.12 with a boost. It was 10.50 boosted to 13.12.
So, and what did you put the 150? You lost me in how much you put on that.
So it was the profit of the WNBA bet list. So I bet $1.50. I won $7.50. So I put the $6 from that of profit from that into this bet. So all of it is profit off of the $1.50 profit cash out they gave me for the parlay that would have missed because Devers ended up not getting the hit.
That's called gambling responsibly, folks.
So we're trying to spin it up. I did a WNBA bet at last minute of all 3 games. No, it wasn't I take it back. It wasn't WNBA. It was all 3 baseball games. They were in the 6th inning. I bet the under runs on all 3 games, and that hit because it was under 8.5 for the Dodgers game, under 8.5 for the Padres game, and then under 4.5 for the Mariners game. And all 3 of those stayed under by 1 run. So that's what I hit at plus 600, and then I ran that into this bet. So we'll see. All of these guys are top 10 right now. Every single one that I just mentioned. Some of them are in the top 5. Like Pogacar's in the top 5. Scheffler is 2 shots back, so I think he's top 10 right now. McNeely is tied for first or in second right now. Smalley's in the top 5, and Matsuyama's in the top 10. So I feel really good about that bet, unless they just kind of one of those guys fall off the wagon in this thing. Scheffler, when he's this close to the lead in a major, you just have to suspect he's going to win the thing. That's all he's ever done when he's this close. And when the scoring is low, which it is, because after 2 rounds, the cut was +4. That usually tells you that if he's within sniffing distance of the lead, it's probably going to be a foregone conclusion by Sunday. I could be wrong. He's been up and down this season, more so than any other season, but somehow in the majors, he's always there. And here he is again. So I have no doubts that he gets there. So I don't know what you get him at right now to win. I got him last night at -150 top 5, so you're probably still plus money for him to win.
I got him at 360 just now.
Yeah, so I would rock with him. But yeah, that is the show for today. We actually managed to go an hour even with a small slate. I appreciate all 44 of you who are in watching us. Make sure you're following us on X. Once we get to 500 followers, we're giving away a $50 gift card to Sportsbook of your choice, and we'll do so every 500 after that.
I'm gonna say this too because I did put it on X today. I'm just gonna let it ride. I'm gonna let it ride. The next for any show going forward, the next person to drop a bet in the comments will get a free $5 bet. That's it.
There you go. So make sure you throw bets into the chat. You never know when Pat's going to be giving away $5 bets. And make sure you're following us on X because I post, whether we're live every day or not, there's going to be bets posted on there. I post every day. What I'm going to do later today is I'm going to post all my Preakness bets in case anybody wants to follow my exactas. I hit the exacta for the Derby for $160. I have another one that's very similar to that I'm running back. It's basically $1 exacta box, five horses. It costs you $24 to bet. But you can win anywhere from 50 up to like 400, I think is what it said. It's depending on the odds that hit. So I'll put all those out there today. And when we don't have shows, definitely pay attention because I post all my bets. Sometimes Pat's got his videos out there. PD King will put out bets. So that's where you're going to get all the information. That's where you're going to see our lives. And it's where you can get a $50 gift card once we get to 500. And we're only like 40 away. So make sure you're following us.
Yes. Oh.
And we also will have some more promotion possibilities once we get to 500 that we can, then share possible links with you all to get you some discounts and things of that nature.
Please.
There's a lot of good things that come once we get to 500, so just make sure you follow.
Please, please, please. We've been begging, and yes, we are begging. So just get us to 500, and for Pete's sake.
Well, with that being said, I will play you out. You all have a great Saturday, and we will see you tomorrow. I'm trying to make sure I don't have. I think if we go early, I'm good. I know I have a bowling tournament, but I think it's more like 1 o'clock, so I think we're good. But regardless, we'll have a show.
Yeah, if earlier the better, because just earlier the better. But we'll
have a show tomorrow, and maybe a little bit earlier than normal, but we'll definitely have one tomorrow. So we will see you all tomorrow, and we will play you.
Yo, we in the game, talking number stakes high. Knowledge and skill, like a bird we fly. Analyzing stats, we don't just guess. Betting on the win, we're blessed. Just the bet slips, we keep it real. Breaking down the odds, the deal. Just the bet slips, we're making plays. Informed decisions, we light up the ways. Chasing that victory, hit the big score. Join the community, we're here for more. Rolling with the punches, we look for the signs. Parlays and props, counting all the coins. Every podcast episode, we bring the heat. Strategies laid out, can't accept defeat. Tune into the wisdom, hear our call. In this betting world, we'll never fall. Just the bet slips, we're making plays. Informed decisions, we light up the ways. Chasing that victory, hit the big score. Join the community, we're here for more. On this gambling journey, we ride the bet. With just the bet slips, you ain't seen nothing yet.